Anybody that watched us get up this hill last week and then come straight back down again, here we go for take 2. As Bex just said, it's looking much better than it did the other day, but it's now a wee bitty slippy, so let's see how the big green bus gets up this hill. It will be worth it when we get to the top, honest, I hope. Although it's a bit less slidey down the bottom, it's still pretty horrible up here, so let's go and try and get parked and then try and get you again. It's going to be fun in the sun, except it's not very sunny. So this is where we saw very briefly last time. Didn't film when we got up here, we were too busy panicking because we actually parked the van just along from where it is and got out and it slid backwards. Just like Bex is like, the handbrake's not on. It's like, the handbrake is on, we are just sliding on the snow. Right, we're going to go for a walk up that way. And that is what we are here to see, the Jubilee path to the Fyrish Monument. And behind the tourist taking the photograph, hi Bex! We're going to go up this apparently rather steep hill, but at least it's sheltered by the trees, so let's do it. Oh, a bit of a false start. I left my phone in the van, which not be a good idea in case of emergencies. Go into the woods today, you'll see Bex waiting for the idiot that left her phone in the van. Right, anyway, take 2 of, or actually take 3 of getting up this hill. You almost definitely can't see them, but anybody know anything about little birdies? Because those ones were like mostly black with a really broad white band across just above their tail. Anybody know what those were? I might Google it or I might forget till somebody mentions it in the comments. I keep filming as the excuse to stop, and I'll look up and she's doing what she does when she's running. She's off ski up this hill. She's so keen to see this monument. Slippy, slidey stone steps. This is an accident waiting to happen. Oh, now a really nice little bridge that I'm not going to show you because I'll have to look at it to show you it. There you are, told you, pretty little bridge covered in ice. Everything up here is covered in ice. It's becoming a bit of a theme this week. It's actually tougher going than you think, but I think there must be a good chunk of the way there by now. It is quite a steep path. I'm glad we're not running up.
I'm looking after her for my son.
Oh, right.
And a chance to make friends with the local wildlife. Love it when you get to a junction and there's footsteps going up that way and footsteps going up that way. What do we think?
Then we'll keep going straight.
Upwards and onwards. This is the way the motorbikes come. There's been somebody up here on the motorbike. And an apology to all the De Niro fans. We know people don't watch this channel for us, they watch it for the dog. He's not coming with us. He had a runabout on the first day and he hurt his leg, so we're it's just like a muscle pull, I think. We're taking it easy with him, so he ain't coming up here. And to be honest, I think he's got the best of the deal. This path is definitely quite a lot of up. Somebody's out for a run and out for a bike. Hey, how you doing? Lots of views of trees up until now, and now that is a black isle over there, looking actually a bit black, but still not an island. Fair play to the chap on the mountain bike that cycled up this. It's hard enough to walk up, especially with the slidiness. Undeterred, Sir Edmund Bex and Sherpa Dizzy push on towards the summit. Look at that view out, that is just... Oh, there's sunshine and blue skies over there. I think they're coming this way. I think it's starting to snow actually up here. See if we get to the top of this and any of you lot say, hang on, is that it? Then that's it. We're not talking to you anymore.
It'll be very impressive.
It'll be very impressive. A stupendous array. I mean, a big construction.
And it's a lovely walk.
And they carried all the stones to build it up this path.
Crazy.
Crazy. It's a thing you can do if you've got lots of money. If I had lots of money, I would not be getting a thing built on top of a mountain, to be fair. Oh, I think I can see the top of something. That's not a tree. I thought it was a tree. I don't think it's a tree. I think that's it. I just carried the drone all the way up that hill and it's starting to snow. Eek. Even from here, we're not quite at the monument yet. That is the view that everybody bangs on about. Quite pretty, isn't it? And that is it. This is, as you probably guessed, not its best side. At this point, I should be showing you it in glorious reveal from the drone, but unfortunately, as you can see, it is snowing. There you are, that is it. It's a massive folly, but pretty cool. Apparently it was a work creation scheme when there wasn't much work for this guy's tenants on his land. He got them all to build this, which has kept them in work and kept them fed, I guess. I like it. It is quite gloriously pointless. Is this a very good idea? We're about to find out. A warning, if anyone needed, that the weather up here can change quite quickly, because it's gone from reasonably blue skies on the way up to this on the way down. Fortunately, it's on the way down, and we're soon in the trees where it's quite sheltered. It's just getting back down that road at the bottom I'm a bit concerned about. When we came up, we could see oil rigs in the Cromarty Firth. Now we can hardly even see the Cromarty Firth. It's a good job we didn't arrive here an hour later, because the snow is now getting quite heavy, as you can see. And I keep expecting to turn around and see Bex on her back like a turtle, where like her little arms and legs up in the air going, help, help! Had to be done.
Thanks.
I've now got wet hands. Well, the good news is the big green bus has not slid off down the hill. Yay! And that is that walk done. We're now going to head off somewhere else, and people of an immature disposition may want to get ready to snigger because it's got one of those names. A bit of an emergency stop on our way to our next port of call, because that is the Dornoch Firth down there. I think it looks quite pretty in that direction. Get a look at that! It literally came round the corner and stood on the brakes. It's like, look at that! That is not Scotland. That is that's like Scandinavia or something. Anyway, that's looking up the Dornoch Firth even. And the place we're heading for is at the top of this inlety thing. So yeah, that's where we're going now, because it's raining and I'm getting wet. Bex managed to resist the temptation to get out and look at the Dornoch Firth, which you can see it just as well from in there. Why have you still not eaten your breakfast? I think we made a bit of a mistake giving him the leftover gammon last night.
I think so. No,
It's
he
like,
doesn't want dog food.
I'm not eating dog food, I want gammon. Did he roll? Oh, he's eating it now. There you go. Eating it for the punters. Make the punters happy. Right, next stop is a place called Ardgay, because Bex saw a sign that said Highland Cafe. So here we are, Highland Cafe. Let's go and see what we can see. It would appear the word cafe was possibly misleading. Okay, let's see. There's no sign of a cafe in there. We must have missed something. Well, after the disappointment of the cafe, we're now going to go and look at another house. This is not a serious look at another house. It's just to see what the cheapest house in the whole of Scotland is, and this is it, if it even qualifies as a house. So this is what £30,000 will buy you in Ardgay. I just thought it looked quite cool. It's actually not that bad, I suppose. Could say that it needs a little bit of work, if you can see that, because I can't. And it's interesting, I think is the word you'd use. Bex is sitting in the van, absolutely terrified of what I'm thinking. I'm usually terrified of what I'm thinking. Right, I'm just going to swing back round to the estate agents and put an offer in.
Did you look in the back?
You don't really need to see. If you see inside, you don't need to see round the back.
Is it awful?
It's 2 rooms. And as promised, we are in Bonar Bridge. Stop sniggering, there's nothing funny about the word bridge. Right, we've been for a bit of a round trip round the Dornoch Firth. Ended up back in Tain again, because there are cafes here and coffee and stuff. So we're going to go for an actual proper look round Tain, because we just had a quick week round before. Bex says, and I quote, "I'm going to start walking down." So I headed straight down the hill, and I can't see her. I wonder if she actually meant along. Oh no, she's found the open coffee house. So let's go and have a coffee first. Bex is having that. I'm on a diet. I'm having that. That's mine there. Look, there's nothing else on the table. Just Bex's dinner. And mine. I might only have one bit of toast actually, because I'm not very hungry. The guy that works here just brought this down and put it on the table. I don't know whose it is, but it'd be a shame for it to go cold. We'll not be spending too long wandering about Tain, or my co-presenter will go on strike. A lovely. Oh, do you like that architecture? Do you hear that? She said that, not me. That's like the Scott Monument on a much smaller scale. Kenneth Murray of Guineas, 1876. It's got a nice old memorial, has old Kenneth. All the way pointy, like some sort of futuristic spaceship. Or a very small Scott Monument. Heading down the hill. No reason. I'm sure there's nothing interesting to see down this way. Nothing to see down here. I'm just coming down for a wee wander down this hill. It's looked quite nice. That's an interesting looking old building there, isn't it? Sort of half timbered. Lots of wee lanes and ginnels and stuff, but it is quite cool. And that's the back gate into the graveyard that we're not going to go and look at, because we've seen enough graveyards for one trip. Nice buildings, but I do like Tain. For a wee place in the Highlands, you do wonder what the story with all the amazing buildings are, because there's that one over there, and there's a wee chapel thing over there, and then I'm guessing this is an old coach house, and I'm hoping I can get through this way, or Bex is going to lynch me, try to get back to the van. Not sure what that is either, but there are so many cool buildings. I'm going to go and read the sign. I've come along and read the signs, and I'm guessing it's some sort of church, but I don't know. It's massive, whatever it is. with a big pointy bit up there. And in yet another oldie worldy shop, Bex was heading for the van and then saw that as an antiques, books, arts, vintage type shop. So I think we might be going in there for a wee look. What do you think? We'd love to show you more of Tain, but quite frankly it's far too cold, so we're not going to. And that is our little sojourn to the Black Isle and beyond done. This is the Keswick Bridge, takes us back into Inverness and then back down to the Kingdom of Fife. It might be one more stop, or maybe a couple more stops on the way. You can probably guess what those are, because we haven't seen a decent charity shop now for a couple of days. Right, Highland Hospice and Megastore.
It's closing today.
Oh, what treasures await. I used to think these things were rare, but you find them you find them in every single charity shop. Don't need any more. Struggling to sell the ones we've got. What's in the treasure corner? Nothing. This is a very posh looking Blytheswood superstore. Let's see if it's bigger than the last superstore. Oh wow, he's cool. How much is he? Ouch. Not £5 worth of cool.